Let's get right into it. Number 9. The printer ink conspiracy. Imagine paying more per ounce for something than vintage champagne, human blood, and even gold. That's printer ink for you. Printer companies aren't just selling you ink, they're selling you the world's most expensive liquid. Here's how the scam works. They sell you a printer for super cheap. That $50 printer actually costs about $200 to make. But they're playing the long game. Those ink cartridges that cost $2 to make are sold to you for $60. Your printer has a tiny chip inside that tells it when the cartridge is empty. Their definition of empty is like saying your gas tank is empty when it's still 40% full. And if you try to use cheaper third-party ink, your printer suddenly develops amnesia and pretends it doesn't recognize the cartridge. Some printers even have a secret counter inside. After a certain number of pages, they just stop working. It's called planned obsolescence, which is corporate speak for "we designed it to break." These companies lose money on every printer they sell, but they make it all back, and then some on the ink. It's like selling someone a car for $100, but charging them $1,000 every time they need gas. Some printers waste more ink cleaning themselves than they use actually printing. It's like having a car that dumps out half its gas tank every week just to make sure the engine is clean. The companies claim this technology is to protect their intellectual property, but they're protecting their profit margins. We're talking 60 to 70% profit on each cartridge. For comparison, Apple's profit margin on iPhones is around 40%. Number 8. The bank overdraft fee reordering. Banks turn your $5 coffee into a $175 nightmare through a sneaky trick called transaction reordering. Imagine you've got $100 in your account and make these purchases: a coffee for $5, lunch for $15, and your gym membership auto bills for $100. Normally, these would process in order: coffee, $95 left; lunch, $80 left; gym membership bounces with one overdraft fee, but banks process them from largest to smallest instead. Gym membership, $100; overdraft fee; lunch, $15; overdraft fee; coffee, $5; overdraft fee. Number 3. Your $5 coffee now costs you $110 in overdraft fees alone. This is completely legal. Banks claim they're helping by processing important payments like rent first. Banks have been sued over this practice, but they keep doing it because they make more from fees than they lose in lawsuits. It's like paying a $1 fine for stealing cookies while keeping the $100 profit from selling them. When your bank says they're looking out for your best interests, they're really turning your small mistakes into their big profits. Number 7. The tax preparation industrial complex. The biggest legal scam you're forced to participate in every year is filing your taxes. In most developed countries, the government sends you a pre-filled tax form. You check if everything looks right, sign it, and you're done in 5 minutes. But in America, companies like Intuit and H&R Block spend millions every year to keep taxes complicated. The IRS already has most of your tax info. They know what you earned. They know what you paid. They could easily send you a completed form. The free file program for people making under a certain income was deliberately hidden. Intuit even used code on their website to hide their actually free version from Google searches. Instead, they directed people to their free edition, which costs money. This complexity costs Americans about 2 billion hours and $31 billion every year in preparation costs. That's a private tax on paying your taxes. Internal company documents revealed Intuit executives called their free filing program a trap and a barrier to make sure people end up paying. Your taxes aren't complicated because they need to be. They're complicated because someone's making money keeping them that way. Number 6. The Ticketmaster resale ripoff. When tickets go on sale on Ticketmaster, they sell out in seconds. But those tickets didn't actually sell out. Ticketmaster just hid them from you. Ticketmaster plays both sides. They're the official ticket seller and they run their own resale marketplace. It's like if your local grocery store bought up all the PS5s, claimed they were sold out, then listed them on eBay for triple the price. When tickets first go on sale, Ticketmaster holds back up to 90% of them. These tickets never hit the primary market. Instead, they go straight to their resale platform. During Taylor Swift's Eras Tour, tickets that were supposed to be $49 appeared on Ticketmaster's resale site for $1,000 plus, and Ticketmaster takes fees from both the original sale and the resale. In 2018, Ticketmaster employees were filmed bragging about their secret scalping program. One employee admitted, "I've never told anyone this before, but we have our own scalper accounts." The company's response was simply that they'd do some training. Ticketmaster has a monopoly on ticket sales for most major venues in America. They control about 80% of the market, so if you want to see live music, you have to deal with them. When Bruce Springsteen tickets hit $5,000 in 2022, Ticketmaster just said, "That's what the market will bear." But they're the ones who created this market in the first place. Number 5. Out-of-network surprises. You carefully pick an in-network hospital for your surgery. You double-check everything. You even call your insurance to make sure it's covered. 3 weeks later, you get a bill for $8,000 from some doctor you never even met. He walked into your room while you were knocked out, looked at your chart for 30 seconds, and now you owe him more than a used car. It's like ordering a pizza from your favorite place, but getting charged steakhouse prices because the delivery guy secretly works for Ruth's Chris. Here's how this scam works. You pick an in-network hospital, thinking everything's covered, but that hospital is like a shopping mall. They rent space to all kinds of independent doctors. These doctors don't have to follow the hospital's insurance agreements. While you're lying there unconscious, a parade of out-of-network doctors can pop in and rack up bills. The anesthesiologist? Out-of-network. The radiologist who looked at your x-ray? Out-of-network. That specialist who consulted on your case for 5 minutes? Out-of-network. A real patient went in for heart surgery at an in-network hospital. Everything went great. Then he got a $117,000 bill because the surgeon's assistant wasn't in-network. The assistant's job was holding a retractor. Holding a metal stick cost more than a Tesla. The new No Surprises Act is supposed to protect you, but if a doctor sends you a letter 72 hours before your procedure saying they're out of network, they can still bill you whatever they want. Number 4. The MLM Dream. Your old high school friend suddenly messages you on Facebook. You haven't talked in years, but now they're super interested in catching up. Then comes the pitch. "Hey hun, want to be your own boss and make unlimited income from home? Welcome to the world of multi-level marketing, where everyone's suddenly an entrepreneur." According to the FTC, 99% of people who join MLMs lose money. You have a better chance of winning at a casino than making money in an MLM. Pyramid schemes are illegal because they make money purely from recruiting people, but MLMs found a clever loophole by selling actual products. Doesn't matter if it's overpriced leggings that rip like tissue paper or miracle juice that tastes like feet. As long as there's a product, they can claim they're a legitimate business. Most MLMs require their business owners to buy hundreds or thousands of dollars of inventory up front. They call it investing in your business, but really it's just loading up your garage with stuff you'll never sell. The real genius of MLMs is they've managed to make their victims blame themselves when they fail. You're not working hard enough. You're not believing in yourself. Meanwhile, the company keeps cashing checks from desperate people buying starter kits. If you have to pay money to make money, you're not the business owner. You're the customer. And those aren't your friends anymore. They're just looking at you like a walking wallet. Number 3. The right to repair blockade. You buy a brand new tractor for your farm. It breaks down in the middle of harvest season. You're handy with tools, but you can't fix it yourself. That tractor you bought, you don't really own it. Companies like John Deere have turned tractors into giant smartphones on wheels. Everything is controlled by software that only they can access. Try to fix it yourself, and the tractor's computer will reject it. Your local mechanic can't help either without special software. Your only option is to call an authorized dealer who might show up eventually, and when they do, you'll pay thousands for repairs that should cost a fraction. These companies claim it's about safety and protecting intellectual property, as if farmers want to steal software code instead of actually farming. The same happens with phones. Replace your iPhone screen with a genuine Apple part, and features stop working. Your phone displays warnings about unauthorized repairs. It's like having a car refuse to start because you didn't use the dealership mechanic, and somehow, they're not breaking any laws. These companies spend millions lobbying to keep it this way. In the 1950s, car manufacturers tried to make independent repairs illegal. The government stopped them. Yet in 2025, companies do exactly what was banned 70 years ago. Some farmers now use hacked Ukrainian firmware just to fix their own tractors. They've become cyber criminals just to harvest their crops. Number 2. Civil asset forfeiture. You're driving down the highway with your life savings in cash to buy a food truck. You get pulled over for going 5 miles over the speed limit. The officer finds your cash and decides that's way too much money for a normal person to carry. So they take it, all of it. And they don't even have to charge you with a crime. This is civil asset forfeiture, where police can legally steal your stuff by accusing your property of being involved in a crime. They charge your property with a crime, not you. That's why these cases have names like United States versus $124,700 in US currency, or State of Texas versus one gold crucifix. To get your stuff back, you need to hire a lawyer and prove your property is innocent. In America, where you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, your property is guilty until proven innocent. The police department keeps a big chunk of whatever they seize. In some states, they keep up to 100% of it. One department bought a margarita machine for their office parties. Another bought a Dodge Viper for use in high-speed pursuits. In 2014, police took more stuff from Americans than burglars did. The process to get your property back is so complicated and expensive that most people just give up. The biggest threat to your wallet might not be criminals, but the people with badges who are supposed to protect you from them. Number 1. The Gym Cancellation Scam. You can sign up for a gym membership in about 5 minutes. Just swipe your card, sign here, initial there, and you're ready to not go to the gym. But try canceling that membership and suddenly you're in a quest worthy of Lord of the Rings. First, you've got to find the sacred cancellation form hidden deep within their website. You can't just fill it out online like a normal person in 2025. You have to print it out, because apparently gyms are stuck in 1995. Then you need to write a letter explaining why you want to cancel, because "I don't want to pay you anymore" isn't good enough. You can't just email this letter or drop it off at the front desk. You have to send it by certified mail, because regular mail isn't fancy enough. Some gyms even require you to show up in person to cancel, and not just any time. You have to meet with a specific employee who only works every third Tuesday between 2:14 p.m. and 2:17 p.m. While you're jumping through all these hoops, they're still charging your card. The Federal Trade Commission actually sued LA Fitness over this exact thing, but gyms keep doing it because technically, it's legal. They just bury all these requirements in that contract you didn't read when you signed up. These same gyms that make canceling harder than solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded will let you sign up through their app at 3 a.m. Getting in might be easy, but getting out is like trying to leave the Hotel California. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.